Praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, double honors to the elders and apostles of James who rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Now, this is my third video of Kizmekia Corbett. And in the first video, I just will say you can tell a man by you can tell the spirit of a man by his continence, and when it says man, it also means women, for people who want to be technical. But I looked at this no lips so-called black woman and I thought, you know what, she looks like she likes white boys. And the funny thing is, I tried to do a little Google search. I read Kizmekia Corbett husband, boyfriend, whatever. And I didn't get no hitbacks, but I was like, she looks like the type of chick that dates white boys. She has a very coon-like spirit and continence on her. But I couldn't find anything, so I left it, and I didn't really want to say anything that's hearsay, because it is I feel like it is acting a bit Esau-ish to say something that's unsubstantiated or unfounded. And lo and behold, Mr. Savoy Show has brought all the info that we need right now. Old tweets resurfaced from deleted Twitter account of Kizmekia Corbett, the black woman credited for developing COVID vaccine. And I'm not gonna say so-called. She's black. Yeah, there's no light to her. Silly ass woman, man. It's a ran into talented virologist at Beautifully Black, which is her. My girl look like she got no lips, What's going on? How come she look black and she got no lips? What's going on? And this is her. She's Beautifully Black. Retweet at Beautifully Black. I like my white boys to look like they can surf. And got the daddy stroke. Rare find. But when you do, honey. And I'll say it in her voice for I would say comedic effect, because it's not really funny, but at the end of the day, let's say my servant shall laugh, because this is just funny to me, man. The spirit just is exposing everybody at the minute, and big brother and Doran Barch was talking about how the spirit is exposing people at the moment, and I'd have to agree. Retweet again, Beautifully Black, which is Kizmekia Corbett. I will probably end up marrying a white boy with a soulful voice. Questions making new plans in 2012. LOL. So this is 8 years ago. Now, she probably never thought that these tweets would resurface, but all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Retweet again at Beautifully Black. I hope my kids have white friends. No offense, but most of you niggas and nigger bitches have the worst friendship circle. Oh, she's going full on here.
Let's say to my African American brothers and sisters,
okay, bro,
is that the vaccine that you're going to be taking was developed by an African American woman, and that is just a fact. That is a fact, and I think that's some of the things that people don't fully appreciate.
Yes, we appreciate it. We fully understand the context of what you're saying. As you say, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Say louder for those in the back. So are we really shocked though, honestly? And to be honest, no, I am not. Now, this, I don't know whether or not this is the BioNTech or the Pfizer vaccine. And to be honest with you, I'm not. I think she developed the. I think she developed the BioNTech one, but let's just. I don't know if it's the Pfizer or the BioNTech she developed. Well, do you know what? I'm not gonna get into all that. I mean, you guys can figure out for yourself, but I don't know which one she helped develop, but she could have been both. But apparently, full COVID vaccine trial participants developed facial paralysis. Now you can see these funny looking, Edomites and Mr. Moabite, maybe Ammonite here. And let's just read the scriptures, not scriptures, but the Google search results. COVID-19, 4 Pfizer vaccine trial volunteers developed Bell's palsy. Let's just see what Bell's palsy is. Bell's palsy is a condition that causes a temporary weakness or paralysis of the muscles in the face. It can occur when a nerve that controls your facial muscles become inflamed, swollen, or compressed. The condition causes one side of your face to droop or become stiff, as if you are having a heart attack. Now, we're just gonna quickly glance these. Gonna see if we can hit the highlights. 4 trial volunteers who got Pfizer's COVID-19, so not the BioNTech vaccine, developed Bell's palsy, but the FDA denies that the temporary facial paralysis was caused by the shot. Okay, thank you very much. For Food and Drug Administration FDA regulators said that there wasn't any clear way that the vaccine caused the Bell's palsy, as if it was some spontaneous palsy situation right there. Now let's just go to this because I found this comment very intriguing. A vaccine which is 95% effective for a virus that has a 99.9 survivability rate. Now, if I'm gonna just quantify the UK's population, which is about 66 point something million. Let's just say 70 million for math's sakes. I'm not a maths expert here, but what's that? 70 million. 10% of 70 million is 7 million. 1% would be 700,000. So 0.1% would be 70,000. So if everybody in the UK was to catch it, about 70,000 people would, suffer quote unquote ill effects, anything up to and including death. And the vaccine is 95% effective. And if we quantify that using the UK population of 66 million, but let's just say 70 million, 5% of that, which would be 10%, would be 7 million. Half of that would be 3.5. So let's just say 3.5 or 3 million people would have ill effects when administered with a vaccine, anything up to and including death. So the difference between 70,000 and 3 million, that's a big gap. It's actually safer not to take Mrs. Maxine to the ball. But okay, let's just go with these people's take on things, because we can trust Kizmekia Corbett. She seems to be down for the home team. And Esau is the home team, so yeah, she down with the home team. New documents have revealed that 4 participants in a Pfizer coronavirus vaccine trial developed Bell's palsy, a condition that causes temporary weakness or paralysis of the muscles in the face. The patients were taking part in the US vaccine trial, which included 38,000 participants. The Bell's palsy is believed to be unrelated to the vaccine, which cases in the trial occurring at the same rate as in the general population. A document by the FDA said among non-serious unsolicited adverse events, there was a numerical imbalance of 4 cases of Bell's palsy in the vaccine group compared with no cases in the placebo group. So no cases in the placebo group, but 4 cases in the actual vaccine trial. Though the 4 cases in the vaccine group do not represent a frequency above that expected in the general population. So they expected the general population to have side effects, and I don't know whether or not this is I can't remember that specific word for it. Was it plausible deniability? It's kind of like when you tell somebody that you're going to do something wrong, so it's kind of like you've alleviated your guilt or responsibility because you've tacitly informed them, which Esau likes to do. But yeah, thank you, Kizmekia Corbett. You've been very helpful. This is Psalms 84:10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. Now, Kismekia Corbett would rather dwell in the tents of wickedness. She don't want a day in the court of the Lord. She wants to, she wants a zaddy who can surf and it's got a long stroke. I'm so sorry. I know this is serious, but you gotta laugh. It is just ridiculous, man. I'm not even gonna say what I really want to say. I'm trying to be I'm trying to have an air of decorum here, and respectability. But the word bedwench does come to mind, mammy, so on and so forth. First Maccabees 1:11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men / women who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them we have had much sorrow. So this is Kismekia Corbett. She doesn't see any value in sticking with her own people, quote unquote black people, because as she said, she doesn't want her children to have black friends because we have bad circles, but obviously her circle are great. She's around a bunch of scientists who poison people for a living, nothing better than that. Those types of people as a group of friends, I guess. Here's the final scripture. I'm gonna kind of head out with Hebrews 11:25. Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season. And this is in regards to Moses, because he was a prince in Egypt, but he chose to suffer with his people. He even murdered somebody, that was beaten on his fellow brother. And they said, are you king over us? So you really can't win with Jake, man. You want to help them, they'll curse you out. And then when you turn and you join Esau's team, you still get cursed out. There's no helping, 2/3 of Jakes. But at the same time, it's better to suffer with the people of the Most High than, to dwell with these wicked people. Esteeming the reproach of Christ greater riches than the treasures in Egypt, for he had respect unto the recompense of the reward. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king, for he endured as seeing him who is invisible. That's Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Through faith he kept the Passover and the sprinkling of blood, lest he that destroyed the firstborn should touch them. So Moses was pretty much, he was in a position of a prince, but he chose to suffer with his people rather than to dwell in the tents of wickedness and enjoy riches, which is but for a moment, and then you have that everlasting contempt and hell waiting for, pretty much But 2/3 you are gonna go through hell. I really hope I don't go through what they're gonna go through, because no lips Kismekia Corbett. Who knows what's gonna happen to her when things really hit the fan? You know what I mean? I'm sure the Lord has something special for her. She's pretty much one of those people who've sided with the enemy, and there's plenty of examples in the scriptures of Jews and Hebrews, pretty much selling out their own to make a covenant with the heathen, which is what she's done. So yeah, this is just pretty much it. I just wanted to update, the 3 videos. This is probably the 3rd video I've done about her. I didn't have the information, now I do, and you can see this woman is not for you, and you can see the ill effects of the vaccine. And yeah, be wise in the upcoming months, because your spirit is going to be tested, because these people are going to expect you to take this Maxine, even though pretty much when you look at the numbers it doesn't make any sense. A vaccine which is a Maxine which is 95% effective for an illness which has a 99.9 survivability rate. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who were well. Shalom to the elect.